grateful of just that in itself, the simplicity. So winter's really very simple. It's so simple, it's hard. But it's a beautiful season to reconnect with oneself, still letting go, creating more space for something new to percolate, planting the seeds. The spring will come soon and then we cultivate them. But for now, it's just a time of quietude, contemplation, no rush, no hurry, just be. Be in the coziness of the hibernation of the animals, the trees. Everything's hibernating, so we should too. Connect to nature's cues. Maybe set an intention for this practice today. What is it you need the most? Don't give it a sentence, just give it a word. What do you need today from this practice? See what comes up. And then slowly rub your hands together, create some warmth in them. Bring them on your closed eyelids as you soothe your eyes. And then opening your eyes into the hands, you'll see a little bit of light as you start to move the hands away from the eyes, opening, like you're opening up a shade to a new day, a new moment in time. And then we'll come to standing. And we'll start our practice, the physical practice. And it will be a little bit activated, do more of the Qigong part of it. We'll start with some rotation. So just begin with just rotating your body, however you want to do that. I particularly like to start with my feet. Starting to get a little bit of plantar fascia in one of the feet, so I gotta be really careful with that. And recognize again how your body's feeling this morning. So this little rotation is a cue in of how your body's doing. Maybe you haven't done much movement and it's a little creaky in those joints. Maybe you want to start thinking about doing your own practice on a daily basis. Use your imagination, as Kathy said, use your imagination of what that would look like for you. Since the days are darker, the light, and of course it's starting to get a little bit longer, but we're still in that dark period of probably staying more inside than outside. So maybe cultivating yourself an altar to help prepare for maybe some sort of practice. It's always a great way to start a practice, is creating the space. So we create the space that we might want to go to often. Start a little ritual, like maybe lighting a candle before you start, or an incense. Just kind of create that space. Use your imagination of how you want to do that. What does that look like? It can move around the space, but maybe for the winter, you have your winter space inside. And then in the warmer weather, then you have a space outside. And we're just circling the body around, just noticing. So I'm hearing lots of cracking in my body today. And then find your way back to stillness, back to standing. Root down through the feet and start to connect with the energy below your feet and the energy above you, the crown of the head, that energy above you, the arms are at your side. And then we're going to go right into some shaking. So we go into the shaking the 9 gates. Let's start to get moving our fluids. So we're in the kidney season. The kidneys regulate all your fluids in your body. Those are they sit right at the low back, the kidneys. And they look kind of like, so if you look at a kidney, it looks like your ear. And the ear is also associated with the winter season. And also the bones are associated with the winter season. So shaking helps to not only circulate your body, but it also helps with your bone density. And also the joints especially. So we're shaking, and we're also going to purge here. We're going to release the toxins out of the system, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. As you start to purge any toxins that might be in your body, which they are. We build up toxins very quickly through the foods we eat, through the air we breathe, the water we drink. Also toxins of emotions, issues in the tissues, they call it, also creates stagnation in the body. And we want to release the stagnation. We want to open up the system, our circulatory system, respiratory system, nervous system, big one, nervous system. And the fluids move through the system. We have to move our fluids so we don't get stagnant in our bodies. So just shaking, do this for 5 minutes every day. This will make a huge difference in your body just doing that. If you have pain in your body, actually shaking helps with the pain because it breaks up some stagnation. Now you wouldn't overdo it if you had pain in the body, but it definitely helps to release the fluids through your body so they get the body gets the nourishment it needs. The fascia system, very large system in the body, is throughout your body. The fascia, it's like a big netting of the body, keeps you together, gets dry, brittle. It's also a dry time of year, being inside with the heat. So lots of reasons why you would want to shake. So continue to shake and inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. As you're jumping up and down on the heels a bit, activate a little bit more. You're activating those kidneys. We have the ball mount of the foot is your kidney meridian line, starts there. And also the bladder meridian line, which are connected to all your fluids. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth with the corners of your mouth up into that inner smile, lifting your spirits. Also turning on your vagus nerve immediately when you smile. Turning on the part of the brain that helps with your rest and digest system. So shake and then stop. Notice, did the energy start to rise? Let's start to shimmy now from side to side. Relax those arms, just going from side to side. Continue with the purge. So we're going to keep purging here, moving, getting our energy going, opening up the channels, opening up all your systems. All systems go. Inhale through the nose, exhaling out the mouth, inner smile, moving, oscillating the body. And then we're going to go into the shake, the twisting. So we're just twisting now, twisting the spine. You can feel that probably maybe even into the feet and the knees, just moving that around. So we're going to move our body in many different directions because stagnation happens because we're not moving in many different directions. It's also good for your balance when you bring your body into many different directions. Feeling displaced, how I've been feeling lately, has made me very unsteady. Don't feel grounded, like all the way up in the heavens, like I'm not how landed. So every morning to help myself land, I do these practices so I can land and feel that, I can handle whatever is coming my way. And if I can't, then I need to recognize that as well. And then let's sway from side to side, release some of that congestion out of the head and out of the neck. You can also start again with some more rotating maybe of the shoulders. So moving that around, moving your body around, just kind of let it open up from this discomfort or stagnation. Open the body, however way your body's asking for you to do today. And then release. Let's continue with some pumping, still pumping the system, still purging the system, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. Keep pumping, keep purging, keep smiling, bending those knees, activating the system so we get everything going and circulating. And breathing, get to breath. Deepen the breath, feeling that diaphragm working, feeling your lungs working, inhaling and exhaling. Really feel that energy starting to arrive, understanding that the earth's below you, the sky's above you, supporting your journey on this earth. And continue to purge and move and release and smile. And then slowly bring it down. And then inhale, let's gather that energy we started to develop and start to let it sink down a little bit. Sinking down a little bit, sinking down a little bit. We're going to inhale up and then bend the knees, tuck the tailbone under, come into a little bit of a squat. We're going to do this again. Inhaling, exhaling, just going up and down, activating those thigh muscles, shifting into the chair posture, activating some strength in the body. The bones are affected this time of year also. So just activating a little bit of your muscles and the bones in this chair posture. And then we're just going to hold it here. Activate your thighs, making sure your knees don't hurt. Try not to collapse in the knees, using your glutes. And then slowly come back up to standing. I'm going to do some spinal cord breathing, lifting back into that back bend. Round the spine, tuck the tailbone under, and start to open up the back of the spine. So we're going to move in our flexions, our back flexion, the forward flexion. We're getting some movement in the spinal cord. Got to move the spinal cord in many different directions. tucking in, opening up the back of the spine, inhaling and opening the front of the spine, opening up the back of the spine, inhaling and opening up the front of the spine. We're gonna go a little bit deeper with this, bend the knees, hands on thighs, same thing, cat dog, round the spine. So you're gonna feel this maybe a little bit more in the low spine, in the low back, moving the vertebrae, the lower end of the spine, just going back and forth here. And then we're just gonna hang. You're gonna hang forward. You can keep your elbows on your thighs if you need for support for the head of the neck. If you feel okay, go into a full forward fold and just let it go. Let it go, let it flow, shake out the head and the neck, whatever you feel you need. Maybe separate the legs a little bit more and get a side bend here for the legs, inner legs, outer legs. Can alternate with coming into a squat. And again, preparing your body for the day, opening up all the channels, opening up the ligaments and the tendons, getting them warmed up, getting the body warmed up, and then slowly hang again. Let the arms hang this time, maybe do some circles, release some tension off the shoulders, head and neck, shimmy up, all the way up, feeling that pumping of the lymphatics. When you pump here, we have this part of the lymphatics in the neck that pull a lot of toxins. So we're moving that around, oscillating, getting those lymphatics working for you so you can release the toxins from the body, the lymphatic system. Bring the arms up overhead, and then you can also go from side to side, opening up the side body again. And then keeping the arms up, we're just gonna, it's called cactus arms. You're just gonna twist the upper body. You're gonna feel this in the thoracic spine, the upper spine. And then start to bring the hands down. Now you'll feel it coming down a little bit further, maybe mid-spine. And then you release the arms into full twisting here, and you'll feel this in the entire spine, especially the low back. So coming into knocking on the door of light, twisting flexion. So we just moved in our 4 flexions, forward and back, side to side, twisting. And knocking on the door of life, again, it relates to the kidneys. You can add that tapping to the lungs. Tapping is good for the bones too. We're going to do some tapping again for the bones. Also tapping to open up the meridian lines, opening up our entire system, the channels. And we'll also open up, we're going to open up our chakras today at the end of class, getting those channels going. And so your body will feel hopefully cleaned out, and in a very relaxed state. That's the goal of the class, to kind of move into that state of being. But first, the movement is really important also, just to get everything moving and working and ready for that relaxation. And then slowly release and let that settle down. And then inhale, let's gather again. What you cultivate as a Qigong is energy cultivation. We're energizing and we're cultivating this energy. Let it move through you. And then let's do another rotation of the hips. Maybe get the hips a little bit more rotated before we go into Tai Chi. Going in one direction, remember to go in the other direction. Also, a nice thing for the hip is to do a figure 8, getting that hip joint opened, and also kicking the foot forward and back. So a nice way to get those hips going. We hold a lot in the hips. Do the other side. Nice to hold on to a wall if you need to. We'll do a little bit of balancing today as well. Being displaced, I feel really off key, like I can't balance myself sometimes, even on one foot. So we don't want that to happen. That's how falls happen. We want to be careful of that. And then just rocking the leg forward and back. Give it a little shake again, shake it out again. I'm going to go right into some tapping, activating the bones, especially activating your system, breathing deeper. We're going to start tapping the head, go right into the brain, get some circulation to the brain. We don't want a hot head. We don't want a dry head. We want a circulated head. We want the fluids to move through it, keep it moist, keep that brain like a sponge, keep it moist, activated, clear. Tap the occiput bone, that's where your vagus nerve is. That's your rest and digest system that you're turning on. It's like ding, ding, turned it on. We're gonna tap around the eyes, get some fluids into the eyes. They also get dried out. We're going to tap around the jaw, the mouth. Again, that's where your nervous system runs through. Tap around the mouth, part of your proprioceptors, turning them on as well. Your place in space. Proprioceptors are to help you find your place in space. We're activating that. The throat, vagus nerve again, come right down to the kidney meridian, which is about 2 inches from your clavicle bone. And continue with the purge. We're still purging here. Tapping that thymus gland, good for your immune system, keep that activated. Strong bones, tapping, you should feel that vibration. The vibration helps to break up the dryness of the bones to create some new bone cells. Your bones also hold and create white and red blood cells. That's what they do, the bones. They hold that they create the white and red blood cells, especially the white blood cells, as part of your immune system. Tapping your hands, activating, tapping the outside of the arm. Around the joints was really nice around the joints, back of the shoulder blade, to the side of the neck, to the other side of the nose. That's part of your large intestine. We're tapping around the breast tissue. Don't want the lymph nodes clogged here. Not good for the breast. This is great to, to ward off any kind of congestion in the breast. We hold in our breasts a lot of grief. So we also want to release, these emotions are not bad. They're part of life. We just don't want to hold the issues in the tissues. You don't want to hold on to it too long. So that's what we're doing. We're kind of moving this stuff out so we can add in some vibrancy, some positiveness to help heal the body, because that's where the body heals. It doesn't heal in congestion. It does not heal in depression. It does not heal in repression. It does not heal when you're congested. The biggest thing is that congestion. We want to move the system. Every single day it needs guidance, especially at our age. This is one way to guide the system to wake up. So we're waking it up. It's your wake-up call. It's your way to connect to the world, to the outer world, and also your inner world. Tapping on the outside of the arm to the back of the shoulder blade, side of the neck to the other side of the nose. And then around that breast tissue, we hold a lot of lymph nodes here. Lymph nodes, got about 2,000 to 5,000 lymph nodes. That's a lot in the body. So we're getting them opened. So there's a flow. So the junk is out of your body. Tapping down the side of the rib cage. Then we tap the whole trunk of the body, where all your organs are, shaking them up, vibrating them, getting that energy moving. We tap and we slap the groin because we've got so many lymph nodes here. High congestion of lymph nodes is in the neck, is in the groin, is in the armpits, is in the backs of the knees of all places. Those are high levels of concentration of lymph nodes. So that's why we're tapping all this. And the bone, the hip bone, feel that vibration in the hip bone. This is good for bone density. Just feeling, I could feel that vibration in my hips. It also break up any adhesions also. We're going to tap right to the glutes, main massive area of muscle here. Glutes are, you want to keep your glutes strong. They help you walk, stand, sit. We're going to massage our kidneys, and we jump up and down 10 times to activate the kidneys again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Backs of the legs. Let's stay in the backs of the knees. I'm connecting. There's a lot of high concentration of lymph nodes. So connecting, tapping that area, breaking up any congestion, opening up the lower part of the legs also. Down the calves to the ankles. Tap the feet inside of the legs. Kidney meridian coming up. Kidney meridian, I'm tapping the kidney meridian coming up the legs. We're going to go down again, tapping the side of the hips. Come down the side of the legs. Stay at the knee side of the knee for extra tapping. This is really good for energy. It's called the 3-mile thump, right by the kneecap, right on the side of the kneecap. We're tapping that, getting that energy moving, and then down the rest of the side of the leg to the ankles. We come up the front. This is your stomach meridian, the front of the legs, all the way up. And then we're tapping this whole region of your torso. Lots of lymph nodes here again, all your major digestive systems right here. Always want to make sure that that's healthy. Getting all the energy that you need and the fluids and the circulation, tapping, and then hold. take a moment and feel the vibrancy, hopefully, that maybe you're starting to feel. And then we gather that energy from below, we gather that energy from above, and we're gonna wipe the slate clean. Release. Let it go, let it flow. So you've turned on your system, inhaling again, releasing, gathering, and storing. You store in the winter. We want to store our energy in the winter. We're just going to lean forward and back. It's called standing on a boat, and start to feel you're rising up. You can also maybe come all the way up onto the toes, shift back into the heels, come up onto the toes, shift back into the heels. So it's going to look like this. Coming onto the toes, there's a little bit of an arch. Shift into the heels, there's a little bit of a tuck. Coming up onto the toes, shift into the heels, a little bit of a tuck. Come onto the toes, shift into the heels, a little bit of a tuck. So getting those feet going, and then not coming onto the toes, you're just rocking, standing on a boat. We're starting to circulate the energy. It's coming up through the feet, through the kidneys, all the way through the body, getting that motion, that fluid-like motion, standing on a boat. Find your breath, find your place in space, and then take a moment to just settle. Settle the sediment, let it all settle, clearing out your body. And now from here, we're going to start to lift the arms up as you draw up the energy. So we're going to directionally move energy and then bring it in to your heart or into the lungs. Now sink it down, sink the energy, bend those knees a little bit and sink that energy down. So we're grounding ourselves in. We inhale, we're rising up the energy, we're gathering the energy, and now we're sinking it. We inhale, we gather the energy into the heart space, into the lungs, and then sink it down. From here, step one foot out to the side, and then we open the flow. Shoulder height. You shift back into the heel, so standing on the boat. Continue to stand on your boat, lifting up, drawing up the earth energy. The energy releases down. So we're going to move the energy in many different directions, lifting, let it rise up, and shift back and let it settle. Opening up the door, opening up the energy flow. Feeling a little tingling maybe in your fingers, fingertips, soft and easy and slow. 4-second tempo, if you can. You don't want to rush through Tai Chi. You don't want to rush through these movements. You want to feel them. You want to feel the energy rising up. You want to feel the energy going down. You want to feel the energy rising up. You want to feel the energy coming down. Then the next inhale, we lift up, but this arm is going to come all the way up and around. Look behind you, scoop that energy behind you, scoop it and bring it forward, and then settle it. Other side, we lift up the arms, this hand, the other arm comes all the way up and around, scooping that energy behind you, bring it forward, and let it settle. Drawing that energy up again, rotating the arm, looking behind you, use your eyes, scoop it behind you, bring it forward, and let it sink. Both arms come up again, the other arm comes all the way around. So we're moving the energy, we're going to move it in many different directions, and then let that settle. This time, we raise that energy up, all the way up towards the sky, flip the palms up, look up, stretch your body, and then let it fall down. Let it fall all around you. Inhale, lifting that energy up. I'm going to try to keep the energy 3 feet around you. Contain it for the practice. Contain the energy in about a 3 feet radius around you. All the way. Don't let it go much further than that because we're trying to contain the energy. We're cultivating the energy and we're containing it. And then release. Now we're going to spiral it. So the backs of the hands, fingertips point up. We're spiraling the energy up and out. Directional movement, spiraling. Spiraling is an energy, directional energy. Moving it all around you. Kind of like you could maybe imagine crystals surrounding you or imagining a white, bright light surrounding you. Maybe imagining the sun just moving through you. Use that imagination. We're going to inhale and we gather again. And this time the energy is sinking down again. We're spiraling the hands, lifting up and spiraling down. Gather the energy up, backs of the hands, fingertips, and goes down now. So a little bit of a different directional move. Now hold that big ball above your head. Imagine maybe it's a golden white ball, big one, lots of energy here. And then we tip it over to one side, tipping the energy to the side, opening up the side body energetically. We come back to center and we open up the other side. We come back to center, holding this big ball of light. You're going to move it all the way around you to the other side. You might want to bring it behind you and then to the side and forward, holding this big ball of energy, just moving all around you, holding it. It's light. It's a light energy. Then taking it to the other direction, take it all the way back, all the way around to the side, taking it forward, and then the other, taking it into that other, into this direction, moving the energy around you. Then bring it in, this big ball of light, bring it in, open wide again, lean back, come forward, backs of the hands come together. Inhaling, open up here. Exhaling, release. Back to center. This hand's going to come behind you, and this hand's just going to come over to the other side. We're just going to go, you're just swaying from side to side, clearing the space, clearing the energy, just clearing it out. We're just moving it from side to side. We'll do the other side, clearing the space, kind of like smudging your space, smudging your 3 feet of energy around. So that's a container for us. That's a container for your energy right now. And then as we, open up a little bit more, then we can spread the energy maybe a little further, a little bit wider, a little bit more directional movement. But for now, we're just clearing the space, clearing anything you want to release, and then let that settle in. We'll do a twisting movement. So we're moving the spine towards the back, shoulder comes back. Try to turn as far as you can comfortably. We come back to center and we twist the energy. So we're twisting the energy to the other side. We come back to center and we're twisting the energy to the other side. We'll do this one more time, twisting the energy now. And then back to center. And then draw up again. Tiger's claws. We come forward. And then scoop that energy from the earth again, lift it all the way up. Tiger's claws. Grab a hold of that energy below you. Let it rise up, all the way up, and then down. Grabbing that energy from the earth, rise up and come down. Slowly come up and let that energy settle down. Excuse me. Spinal cord breathing again, back, bringing the spine into a back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, opening. Exhaling, releasing. One more time, inhaling, opening. And exhaling, releasing. Gather again, all around you, 3 feet around you, and let that energy move through you. Let it move through you. And then slowly start to come forward, bringing the whole body forward. Let the weight of gravity take you forward, dropping forward, relaxing the shoulders, the head and the neck. Let everything go here, releasing. Let go of the tension out of the head and the neck. Breathe. And then when you're ready, slowly come up, curl up, one vertebrae at a time, stacking each vertebrae on top of each other as you slowly come back up to center, standing like a mountain. We're going to take this ball of energy between our hands and we're going to go to one side, grab that energy, and then let it come down. This is called planting the tree. We come to the other side, grab that energy from the side, and we plant the tree. Other side, planting the tree. Other side, you're holding that ball of energy or a tree or a plant and you're planting it. You're planting it right down, grounding yourself. Other side, and plant the tree. Other side, and plant the tree. And then inhale up. This is called the water spout or the fountain. We're drawing up that water element out and around, moving that energy from the center of the body and all around you, that 3 feet of your space, lifting up and releasing. And again, lifting up and releasing. And then we're just going to sway from side to side. You're just relaxing the arms, relaxing the head and the neck. And then the next time we sway over to this side, you're going to tap this toe, this hand's at your hip, and then the thumb is pointing towards you. We sway to the side again. We come back to center, toe is pointed. Back to the side, back to center. And then this time, see if you can lift your knee up. Hold it. Breathe. Even if you're wobbling, that's fine. We sway again, back to the side, and we hold. Swaying, back to center, and hold. Sway to the side. We're going to sway to the other side, and then sway again, and then we switch legs and on. Sway over to this side, sway back. This is called rooster, stands on one leg. And then maybe you can lift the knee up. Maybe this side's easier, maybe this side's harder. Swaying to the side, come back to center and hold. Sway to the side, come back to center and hold. Sway to the side, back to center and hold. And now this time we're going to go to the other side and we can lift the knee up on this side. So we're just going to go from side to side. Directional movement. Lifting, holding, shifting, holding, shifting, holding, shifting, holding. One more, shifting and holding. And hold it. Then release and sway again from side to side. This time we're going to make a figure 8. It's called polishing the table. And you go from side to side. So again, we're shifting the energy. We're moving the energy into a figure 8. Going from side to side. Breathing and smiling, feeling the whole body shifting from the feet to the knees, to the hips, to the shoulder, to the hands, and the arms, and the torso. Just going into a figure 8. Soft movements, gliding movements, effortless movements, finding your breath with the movement. Slow it down for yourself if you need to slow it down. I'm working a little quickly, but let's slow it down and really feel the energy moving through you, through the hands and through the feet and through your body. Just moving that energy as it circulates around you, around that 3 feet of container of your own energy, containing it, cultivating it, and then you contain it. So you can store it for these colder months. Then we'll come back to center. We're going to harmonizing the chi. This is called harmonizing heaven and earth. It's a crossover movement. You're crossing over the energy now. Directional energy movement. Clearing the way. Clearing any sort of frustration or feeling displaced or overwhelmed. You're just clearing the space for yourself. You're clearing the energy around you. Energy's all around us, inside of us. We're moving it, we're cultivating it intentionally. We're intentionally cultivating this energy using your imagination. And now this time we're going to do, it's called a Celtic weave. as we weave the energy all the way down the body. Our DNA is in a weave. The body works in a weave. You have a lot of weave-like movement and anatomically in your body. So we're weaving that energy, the Celtic weave, all through you. And then slowly come back to center and let that settle down. I'm going to take this hand, this one comes behind us, and we're just moving it. And then change hands. It's called dragon wags its tail or moves its tail. So again, it's very soft. You just it's kind of like maybe you're in a pond and you're just moving the water. You know, do you ever stand in the ocean or a pond or a pool? And you're just moving that water-like feeling of just moving the energy. You're pushing it. So you're pushing energy. You can't see it, you can feel it. And maybe imagine a color. Maybe you're in a pool of soft blue water. And maybe you're surrounded by just golden light. And you're just moving the light around. You're moving this formless. And you're moving it through the form body. Our body's the form. The energy's formless, so you don't see it. But you can imagine it. It's a different language, the energy. We're just moving it slowly, effortlessly. The body is, the nervous system's going, yes, yes, this feels nice. This feels nice to my nervous system. I'm moving the energy, I'm clearing the way to feeling a little bit lighter, a little bit more sturdy and grounded. And now we'll bring the arms up to this side, palms of the hands come together, and we're going to cross over the eyes. We're going to cross over the heart. We're going to cross over the stomach. Cross over the eyes. We cross over the heart. Again, directional movement. This is called dragon, swimming dragon. And we're clearing the way again. We're just moving this energy around us, wiping the slate clean, moving in the more inward movement with intention, watching your breath, feeling your breath moving in and out, feeling the energy swaying, cutting through, soft and easy. The body is relaxed. The mind is getting clearer. You're connecting. And then slowly just go from side to side. A little bit of a crossover again. The swaying of the energy moving through you. The energy is moving through you. You cultivated it. You're expressing it. And you're moving it. Right down the spinal cord. Spinal cord movement. Soft and easy. And a flow. And then inhale, open wide. And then bring this foot in and grab a hold of the moon. So this is called embracing the moon. We step out to the side and we separate that energy. We come back to center, embrace the moon, and then separate. Don't go past your 3 feet. Keep it more contained. We don't need to force anything. We don't need to overstretch anything. You're in this container of your own energy, and you're just moving that energy around. So we embrace the moon, we split the moon. We embrace the moon, we split the moon. Then both hands come up, and we bring them back. We lean back, toes come off the floor. We come forward, the back heel comes off the floor. We come back with the front foot off the floor. We come forward, the back heel comes off the floor. And we're just going forward and back here. It's called bird takes flight. Back and forth. Again, no overreaching. You don't have to overreach. Contain that energy in your field. Contain it in your field. Now this time we're just gonna push the mountain or the waves coming in and out. Let's use the water analogy. The wave goes out, the wave comes in, the wave goes out, the wave comes in. This time bend that front knee and open wide, take it in, release back, arms come together. Open here, open up the back of the body and then close it. Open, close, open, and then swipe back to center. We inhale and open, and then we exhale. This arm comes down, this one's on top, embrace the moon. You step out to the side, and then you split the energy. Contain the energy, it's called embrace the moon. Split the moon, split the energy. Contain it and split. Contain it and split. Contain it and split. And then this time both arms come up, back heel comes off the floor. We shift back, the toes come off the floor. Bird takes flight. You're just shifting forward and back. You're in your container of energy. You're moving it around. You're shifting it. You're moving forward and you're taking it back. You're moving forward and you take it back. And then this time, bend that front knee and open wide here. Open your heart and then close the door. Open your heart. Close the door. Open your heart and close the door. Swipe back to center. Open up here. Bring it back in and let it settle. Settle it down. We're going to do this again. This hand comes under, this one's on top. So we're embracing the moon. We're going to step out to the side, split the moon. This hand's going to come up and around. This hand comes up and around. This hand comes up and around. This hand comes up and around. So we're just doing a double spiraling, shifting forward and back, breathing gently, gentle movements, inner smile. The whole body's moving. The torso is getting a nice stretch here and movement in the spine. We're moving in many different directions. Now this time, this hand is going to brush the knee and this hand pushes. This hand comes back. This one comes around, brush the knee and push. This comes back. This comes around, brush your knee and push. Back, up and around, brush the knee and push. This comes back, this comes around, brush the knee and push. One more time, back, around, brush the knee and push. Gather the wave, push it out. Bring it in, push it out. Bring it in, push it out. Sweep back to center, open wide here. Other side, embrace the moon, separate it. Embrace the moon and separate. This hand's going to come all the way around, and this one comes all the way around. So you're just turning, spiraling. It's called a double spiral. Big circles with the arms, gathering the energy, and then moving it. And the energy is moving through you. The energy is moving through you. And we'll go the other direction. This one comes around, and this one comes around. This one comes around, and this one comes around. This one comes around now, and then we brush the knee and push. This comes back, this comes around, we brush the knee and push. This comes back, this comes around, we brush the knee and push. This comes back, this comes around, we brush the knee and push. One more time, brush the knee and push. Lean forward, lean back, and move the wave. The ebb and the flow of life. The ebb and the flow of energy in your body. The ebb and the flow in the movement of the energy. And then swipe forward and just let that all settle in. All that energy that you created, let it settle in. And then we inhale again, move it through you, wiping the slate clean. Inhale again, move it through you. We're going to do one round, one other round. So embrace the moon, this hand's on the bottom, this one's on top. This time we step out to the side and you're just holding the ball, the energy ball, and you're circling it around. So it's a circle movement, directional movement, taking this ball of energy that you're holding and containing. Again, use your imagination. Maybe it's a crystal ball. Maybe it's just a ball of blue light. And you're just moving the energy through you in a circular motion. And then we take it to the other direction. So remember I said we want to move the energy in many different directions. So this is the circle. No beginning and no end. Just a circle moving in space. But we're rooted with the earth. And we're rooted from the sky. And then in between, where this ball of energy, an individual ball of energy, lightness of being. And then we come back to center with this ball of energy and we switch it. We turn it. And then we move it again in that circle. Moving the energy in a circular motion. That inner energy. That contained energy within yourself. Storing it, moving it. Circulating it. Clearing it. Clearing all that energy, that stuck energy. And we switch sides, we switch direction, doing another circle with this ball of light. Contained. This is a contained ball of energy that you're vibrating and circulating and moving intentionally. Then we come back to center with this ball and we're going to separate it again, separating heaven and earth. We bring it back to center and compress it. We turn it. We separate it. We compress the ball. We turn it. And then we separate it. We compress the ball. We turn it. We separate it. And then we settle it. Settle it down. Grab a hold of the energy and massage it through the back of your body. All this beautiful energy and light. Now we lift it up to the front of the body. So we're bathing in this energy field. We're bathing in, you're giving yourself Reiki, basically. Drawing up that light. Drawing it back into the earth. And then we bathe in it. We bathe in this beautiful light of energy. Or you can imagine a water light. Grabbing the water element, let it pour down you, let it clear you, let it cleanse you. Cleansing the body of any debris, of anything you don't want to hold on to. Clear the field of energy. And then let that settle into the mud, the lotus mud. And just kind of move the hands from side to side, imagining this muddy water that's rich soil to have the lotus bloom. The lotus bloom grows in mud. No mud, no growth is the philosophy of a lotus. No mud, no growth. And then as we start to bring the hands together in our lotus bud, the bud symbolizing the growth of your life, lifting up the stem to the heavens, to the sun. And then once it reaches the sun, the lotus blooms. You open up your lotus bloom above the head, taking in all that beautiful energy from above. And then we create a diamond mudra. Just place it on top of your head. This is your seventh chakra. The affirmation is I am whole. Bring that diamond clarity to your third eye. The affirmation is I see clearly. Opening up your third chakra, the throat chakra. I speak clearly, crystal clear. Bring it down to your heart. I love. Bring it down to your solar plexus. I can. Take it down to the belly. I feel. And then the diamond mudra turns to face the earth, the root chakra. I am here. So feeling rooted and grounded in your body, in your breath, in your energy system, in your nervous system. Just feel this moment. The earth below you, the sky above. Feeling a sense of release of anything you don't need today. Cultivating that quiet, reflective state of mind. And then we transition into our deep relaxation. So find your place to relax. Preferably on the floor. If not, you can also do this. It's a little different than Shavasana today. You can also do this deep relaxation sitting. So I invite you to choose whatever you need. For this guided meditation or deep relaxation that you can use separately during your day. I'll take myself off video so you're not distracted. And as you settle into yourself, into your comfortability, whether you're sitting or lying down, make sure it's comfortable. So the dark days in the winter season invite us to rest well, to remember the nourishment held within. Winter teaches that nothing can be outward all the time. All natural beings need rest in order to sustain themselves. The time of the winter quiet darkness mirrors the beginning of all things. This nourishes the rebirth into the light of spring that is more alive and stronger than before. So this little pause, this little rest is one way to practice nourishment, taking time to check in with what needs attending to, creating a nest you can rest in. So begin by pausing and asking, how are you today? And what do you need to feel well? Begin by gently closing your eyes and drawing your attention inward. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and exhale softly through your mouth. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and exhale softly through your mouth. And with each breath, begin to let go of the outside world. Let go of what happened earlier in the day or yesterday. Let go of what might come later. All that matters is this moment, You are here and you are safe. Then just come back to your normal breath. Begin to feel your body begin to soften. Let your shoulders relax and drop away from your ears. Release the tension from your jaw, your forehead, your hands. Allow your muscles to loosen and your breath to become steady and natural. Breathe in calm and breathe out any stress. Breathe in calm and breathe out any stress. Now, in your mind's eye, imagine yourself standing at the edge of a peaceful, glistening stream. All around you, nature is quiet and still. The trees sway gently in the breeze. Sunlight filters through the leaves, creating a soft golden shimmer on the water's surface. The air is cool and fresh, filled with the scent of earth and moisture. And in front of you, the stream flows steadily, clear, clean, and endlessly calm. You take a deep breath in and feel the peace of this place begin to wash over you. You listen to the soothing sound of the water as it moves around the smooth stones, bubbling and whispering like a lullaby. Its rhythm is natural and ancient. And with every sound, you feel your body relax a little more. You are completely at ease. Now imagine stepping closer to the stream. You take off your shoes and place your feet gently into the water. It is cool, but not cold, refreshing and alive. As the current flows around your ankles, you feel it pulling away any tension, any tiredness. With each moment, it carries away the stress of your day, the tightness in your muscles, and the noise in your mind. You pause here for a moment, just breathing, just being. You watch the water glide past, graceful and unhurried. It doesn't struggle. It doesn't resist. It simply flows, always moving, always adapting. Let this be your lesson. Let this be your guide. With a sense of curiosity and peace, you begin to wade slowly into the stream. The water rises gently around your legs and then your hips. You feel the smooth stones beneath your feet grounding you. The current is calm but strong, like a gentle embrace from nature itself. Now imagine floating in the center of the stream, cradled by the water. You feel light and free, as if gravity no longer has a hold on you. You are suspended. You're safe, supported, and deeply relaxed. The water moves around you, and you move with it. There's no need to struggle, no need to control. You're simply one with the flow. With every breath you take, allow your thoughts to soften. Let them drift like leaves on the water, appearing, floating, and then slowly moving away. You don't have to follow them. Just watch them pass. With every breath, feel more spacious opening within you. Space for peace, space for calm, space for clarity. The water flows around your heart now, soothing any emotional tension, any heaviness you've been carrying. Feel it dissolve gently and lovingly in the presence of this healing current. You are being renewed, refreshed, and cleansed. Now, as you float, allow your awareness to widen. Feel the water not just around you, but within you. Water makes up most of your body, your blood, your breath, your very cells. You are a living stream. You are fluid. You are adaptable. You are resilient. Notice how the water connects all things, connects the stones and the trees and the earth, the sky. You are part of that connection. You are not separate from nature. You are nature. Just as water flows from the mountains to the oceans, your energy flows, your emotions flow, your life flows. Allow yourself to rest in this truth. Let it soak into your being. You are flowing. You are healing. You are enough, just as you are. Now take a moment in stillness and feel the quiet. Feel the presence of peace that exists not outside of you, but within you. Stay here for a while, breathing softly, floating gently in the sanctuary of water and light. And rest here for a few moments. And now, very slowly, begin to bring your awareness back to your physical body. Feel the gentle rhythm of your breath, the sensation of the ground beneath you, the quiet in the space around you. Wiggle your fingers and toes, slowly and with care. Begin to deepen your breath. Inhale peace and exhale presence. When you feel ready, you can bring yourself back to sitting. You are calm, you are present, and just like water, you are always able to return to this flow, this state of gentle power and ease, and let it guide you through the rest of your day. And when you're ready, you can begin to open your eyes.